Oke, let's go. Physical. Pilih yang mana ya kira-kira? Tinker. Lebih tinggi di INT sama apa nih? Motorik. Remove your body speed. The power to influence yourself and others. Oh, sensitif. Kayaknya buat aja sendiri. Let's go. Oke. Intellect, raw brain power, how smart you are, sensitive, how intelligent you are, your musculature. What paling? Apa yang bagus ya kira-kira? Bentar. Coba. Halo. Gabut, gengs. Bentar ya. Suara aman kan? Halo? Kayaknya kita gimana ya? Your sense, your musculature kayaknya. Ya aja deh. Oke, aman. Gini aja deh. Sensitif. Ini ya. Oh, masalah ini legend. Gini aja. Let's go. Aduh, apa lagi nih? Set skill itu nggak paham, cuk. Sabar. Reaction speed nggak bisa dilihat dulu ya. Physical instrument, electrochemistry, half light nggak paham. Sebesar kayaknya endurance. Gimana caranya? Oh, ini nggak diapain ya? Set skill, logic, intellectual, this the word. Call upon all your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia, practice the art of persuasion, enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse, drama, play the actor, lie and detect lie. Ini kan dapat nih. Conceptualization, understand creativity, see art in the world. Visual calculus, reconstruct crime scene, make laws of physics work of the law. Ini juga mantap nih. Aduh, nggak paham anjing. Play the actor, lie and detect lie. Ini juga bagus. Ini apa nih sih maksudnya? To reason. Select acceleration, the skill you select will gain +1 bonus. Oh, acceleration, the learning cap for every skill of the same type will be raised by plus. Nggak ngerti aku mas. Sih bang, kelarin. Aduh, nanti. Malah diingat. Nantilah. Kayaknya ini aja deh. Oh yang infonya. Ini lah. Aduh, kok gitu? Gitu ya? Lah, confirm aja. Kita coba di hide kok nggak ada furies or item in the mirror iris. There are others even the clearest water if they...
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Apa ini?
Never, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing. Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music. The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice commanding motor carriage.
Celana dulu.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Oke. Ini bisa diputar ya saudara. Kontrol. Quick set, pause menu, karakter sheet. Apa ini maksudnya? Inventory, tool cabinet, journal, map, highlight, action in resume. Oh, nggak ada ya, nggak bisa diputar ya. Oke. Anjas.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Anjir.
Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no.
Gila.
Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of them. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Behold.
Kaget anjing.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Apa ini?
Like the rest of you, It comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Apalagi ini anjing 3%. Gas.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to...
Bodoh. Itu apa nih? Oh, kunci. Udah sih melayang di sini. Baru sana.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Apakah, aduh, bahaya nih. Janganlah. Coba aja lah.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot.
Okay.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Okay.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Gede amat, gede. Tahun 51. Anjas, seperti itu dong. duit. Ke balkon dulu ambil sepatu. Astaga, kacau banget ya, sepatu dibuang. Nah, kan gini enak ngeliatnya.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green, like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good
Masuk hujan, bos.
Hello, officer.
Ada mbak-mbak nih. Halo, mbak.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly. Officer could be an artistic statement, a claim to official renown.
No. You're a police officer, sir. Okay, cool. I won't. Okay. Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. The words have already left your mouth.
Astaga, jangan!
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No, you see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory? I'm sorry. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Aduh.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door does not care. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Still no answer. Still nothing.
Dicampakkan kita guys ya. Kacau dunia. Oke. Turun dulu dah. Ini siapa?
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly, and through a PA system by other people. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. No. Don't sing the happy song. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Anjing.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds like...
You need to find some tragic and
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands by...
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of... Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Why
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real...
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So you know only I am a cop, I was
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent... Looks like the bird... This is the great... Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy... Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends... of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. The man does not mind. You probably
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Okay. Thank you.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your drink on and your act together.
Waduh.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
The man plucks at the... A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? He is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Very well, officer. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. So, the body is still...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be sure, Alphon? What were you supposed to do?
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Oh, okay.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
I'm just
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
This way, you mean?
Yes,
But yes, what?
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But should I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I pretending for.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's go
After
there.
you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in the party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Oh, okay. Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Let's go
The
there.
man with the unimpressive
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Fantastic.
When you left your bed, but you haven't decided. So
That's wonderful, really.
Really,
I
I
think
think
so.
so.
But there's a
there's
dead body out
body
there.
out there.
And no one
No
wants
one
to
wants
work
to
in these
work in these
conditions.
conditions.
It's been a week.
What?
Sir, I understand
I
your
understand your concern,
but we are here
we're
to do a job. And for us to
And
do
for
it,
us to do it,
I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just
No, I
got
just
here.
got
It
here.
was
Was
probably
it
Sylvie who
Sylvie
called
who
you.
called you?
She usually
She
works the bar
usually
here.
works the bar here.
I'm only
I'm
temporarily
temporarily
taking over her
taking over
duties.
her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No,
No,
I live in
Jamrock.
Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes.
In case we need
direction.
directions.
Yes, I know where some things
some
are,
things
but
are.
as I said, I don't live here.
I
I just
used
used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you
if that's
think.
what you think.
I didn't imply that.
Imply that. He turns to
Detective.
you, detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Painful. Who? Me? Right then, question. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard.
Yeah,
They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there?
Door here.
First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Oke, tadi dia bilang habis nanya. Nah. Mana dia? Oh ini. Before asking if he can. Oh yeah.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Iya sih benar ya.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they if he doesn't know?
Oh gitu. I see.
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Oh,
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
She went away because none of your business.
Gee.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back.
And
because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
The lieutenant says he opened his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in his mouth.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
This stuff get on manners. I am afraid. I just like to be. Everything is something to do with everything. Alright.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What? Really? Can we do this? Let's try. Oh shit!
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
Anjing tolol banget, cuk. Salah, cuk. Apa gue dia?
Watch out!
Gak lagi.
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. It was no accident. Those were disco moves from your spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to... If it comes off like that, I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are?
It doesn't look so, sweetie. Are you okay?
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on...
He's shaken. Barter now and he'll cave in.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Anjing, dapat dari mana aing? Cuma 40 sen. Ancuk gaming.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Anjing 6 jam. Ini kan ada apa?
Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Not a fan.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few.
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wellpines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned.
That's right. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know. But Melon is worried. What more do you need?
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers' union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants...
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case. Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we...
From an imaginary fact.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
Can I help you?
Yang banyak banget anjing. Jam berapa? Waduh, udah jam 9. Oke. Sekarang masih bilang keluar. Loh. Di mana lokasinya lupa?
Can I help you?
Salah. Oh, di sini dia salah.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme. used on clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers. The contemporary period stands still. The
anjing sampai gituan dipikir ini kayaknya dari overthinking. Katanya di sebelah kanan. Iya ya. Udah jam 10 nih, kayaknya kita harus ngecek dulu. Sebelah kanan ada halaman, ada ini dia kaget tadi. Ngapain nih?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't... You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me.
Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pig-o-naught. Shitload, pig. What you call...
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking. He's so fucking idiot, Mulkapa. Doesn't...
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah? Yeah, whatever. Kuno does...
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern in heavy worker's boots with reinforced toes and hobnails. Or isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Hancur liar emang. Dapat duit ngelut, dapat duit ngelut gimang. Jangan lupa ngelut gimang.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vatna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name. Because it's nice and orderly. Rhythmic pattern. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard to say. It's gone now. The court corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more...
Aduh. Aduh, lagi banget tuh.
Too late. It's impossible until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from...
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Oh, I see.
There he still is, looking right. There he still is.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to... I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands...
You can still see the top of her hat. This trash container is locked. The sliding... There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. What do you mean, feel?
The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the whirling.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea. An inconspicuous... An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Sure. I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Anjing.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Kita harus pakai ini. Taruh di mana nih? Taruh di mana ini? Saya tidak tahu nih.
Yes?
Gimana cara pakainya? Juga gitu.
There he still is, looking right through. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Kata ulah bising mana ya?
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on...
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Oke. Mana dia? Mana dia?
can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbours too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Krasmazov?
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the centennial.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container? We should return to the case of your mistaken identity.
What for? Mazov? Are you...
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
This trash container is locked. The sliding with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to... Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the...
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the...
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno?
See? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose...
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist only in its social sense.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
It's just organic waste. Nothing. It's nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives. I see, yes. You are what we call a badass, aren't you?
Wow, went off script there. Getting your ass handed to you. You shouldn't go picking fights if your rhetorical faculties haven't suggested it.
Tell me, does your badass see more in there, or are we done here? Ah, yes, and it would also be appropriate to start taking notes on the case. It's what
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both, but Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Well, they run out of money and have to stop doing business.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of an endless variety. There's also books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? There's a box that price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega City supplement, so it makes sense. Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to be
Welcome to crime. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her... Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. As a young girl should be, with the
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Sekali lagi nih. Hancur lah. Hancur gimana emang? Kapan bisa kita ini?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated. Ha ha ha! Again, the corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from it. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. The lieutenant is clearly at a loss.
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's no...
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and complete...
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
I need to... What? How do I need skill point. Oh. Okay. There's so much stuff, guys.
Can I help you? Absolutely out.
Absolutely in the question. First we find out your body is ready, sire.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. As it should be. Anyway, thank you for returning my key.
Kita di mana sih tadi? Duitnya bukan sih? Ini duitku lebih dari 60%.
Yes?
Do we debrief? Gimana caranya? Gimana cara ini? Gimana cara itu? Oh, ini masih pagi. Astaga. Bisa gue. Oke, guys, kayaknya segitu dulu. Ada berapa sih? Nanti lagi ya. Lanjut lagi. Thank you.